Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today, we're starting off with the Overflod Suzume customization and review in GTA Online. This vehicle just got released among 5 other vehicles today. Before What to Buy and What to Avoid comes out, I'm doing all the customizations, so stay tuned for the rest of those. What to Buy and What to Avoid will come out later. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and customize the Overflod Suzume. I've heard a bit about this car before in the comment section, and I've seen, actually no, I haven't seen anything about it really. I've heard that it is kind of the typical electric car in GTA. It doesn't handle that well, but it's pretty fast in a straight line. I'm interested to see myself. So anyway, armor all the way up, brakes of course all the way up as well. The engine we will upgrade all the way. For the hood, we do have some different options here. I'm going to scroll through them here. Not really seeing the point of many of the vent hoods, but maybe we'll go for one. You never know. I kind of like the mixed competition vents just because it's going to break up the color a little bit. So I'm going to go for that option. I think that is going to look pretty good. We will go xenon for the lights. We will put a neon kit on this thing to lower the center of gravity. Everybody always asks me, in particularly the update videos with like a new car and when I put this on, because people are not used to my channel, the lights lower the center of gravity because they count as mass on the bottom of the car. And if they're on the bottom of the car, that means they're not on the top of the car, so the mass is lower. The center of gravity is lower. That's good. For the liveries, let's actually go ahead and change the color quickly. Let's do silver right off the wrap. For the liveries, we got a black stripe, white stripe, red stripe. Ooh, the red is pretty sick looking. We also have the record holder blue. We have that in red as well, or in white. And the Overflod Gradient or the Backside Auto Sport. You know what? Honestly, I kind of really like the record holder blue. I think though that I am going to go for the red stripe. I think that does look pretty cool, so we're going to go for that. We will go yellow and black for the plate. For the rear diffuser, let's see which one we actually want to go for. Maybe the carbon diffuser. I do like the look of that quite a bit. Let's see, what else do we have? We got the diffuser with secondary trim. We also have the race diffuser, carbon race diffuser, secondary race diffuser, or race diffuser with secondary trim. You know what? Let's actually go for the race diffuser with the secondary trim. I think I have an idea for what we could do for that potentially, and it would involve the secondary color option for the vehicle. You know what? I wonder if is the Torino red going to be close to match that? I feel like that is a pretty close match. Let's just go for that right now. Primary color, not sure what I want to do. I'm really not sure what I want to do. Could go for something a little different, like a midnight purple or like a really dark blue. Maybe a midnight blue, honestly. Kind of like that. And then let's go for the pearl on it with something a little bit lighter. Like a, see, I'd like to do a mariner blue, but it's not going to work too well for us. Maybe Saxon blue. Let's go for Saxon blue. The only thing is, I'm not sure if this livery is actually going to work out as well as I kind of thought it would. Maybe I should remove the livery and then we'll do that secondary color in like a yellow. I feel like a yellow could actually be really, really sick looking, like a race yellow. I feel like we could work with this. I feel like we can work with this. The trim color for the interior, let's keep it, let's go black though. Let's go a little bit darker actually. I feel like that looks pretty good. For the skirts, we have a bunch of different options here. I would kind of like to go for some carbon with the secondary trim, just like this. That is good looking. Oh, let's have the wing skirts with the secondary trim. Do we have these ones as well? We do. You know, let's go for the high wing with the secondary trim. I feel like it's a pretty aggressive looking option, but I like it. For the splitters, we do hopefully have something to match. I'm really hoping. Oh my god, of course you have to go for like the most aggressive arrow possible, but we could do it. I just wanted the trim though. Why? That's so annoying that Rockstar does that though. You know what I mean? Like, they give you all these splitter options, but then they don't give you the secondary, like with the trim as an option, like with the secondary trim as an option, except for on like one of them that's like ugly. If they even do that though, usually they don't even do that. So I can't really complain too much. We'll go for it. It's more aggressive than I'd like to go, but we're going to do it anyways. For the spoiler, we got the street ducktail. We have that in carbon as well. Also have secondary. We got the competition wing, tuner wing, sports wing, race wing, secondary race wing, high race wing, secondary high race, GT Mark II wing, secondary GT Mark II. That's really ugly. Damn, man, it's kind of unfortunate. Let's go for the carbon street ducktail. I feel like that's going to be the best option for us. Suspension wise, I'm going to lower it all the way down. For the trunk door, oh, interesting. I kind of like that you can do this though. That's kind of cool. Maybe the carbon hexagon vented trunk. I feel like that's kind of cool. Or the pulse vented. Let's go for that, just to break up the color a little bit. I kind of like it. For the wheels, I actually really like the stocks on this thing. I think they look really good. At the same time though, I'm gonna go for the modern mesh, and I'm gonna do them in, I think, a bronze, or where's that dark ivory color? Actually, you know what? I feel like bronze looks better. Let's go for a bronze on there, and we'll do the tires. We'll bulletproof those. And for the windows, we're going to tint them to a dark smoke. I feel like this thing's actually looking decent. I don't know. I'm not 100% set on like the color and everything, but I feel like it's okay. So I'm happy with it. Let's take it outside. Let's see how it drives, how it performs, everything like that. I will do a sound test. It is fully electric, so it's not going to sound like anything, but I will do it. So here you go. So far, it actually feels really, really good. Very curious if it's all-wheel drive or not. I think it's rear, because when I was holding the handbrake and holding the W key, which is the accelerate key, the front wheels are not spinning. So I think it is actually rear wheel drive, or it is very, very minorly like all wheel drive. Like maybe like 1% of the power goes to the front wheels, but so far so good. It's feeling pretty nice, honestly. Not a huge fan of how this car looks, but it's performing pretty well, and so it should. It's almost $3.1 million, which I believe makes it the most expensive supercar class vehicle in GTA Online, which is pretty insane. Now, obviously not counting HSW vehicles and stuff like that. The weaponized Ignis, I guess, is more expensive technically, but that is weaponized. So, you know, as far as a non-weaponized vehicle goes, I think this is the most expensive supercar we have in GTA Online, which is pretty crazy, honestly. No HSW upgrade available for it, but there is a lock-on jammer available, which is good. I'm honestly not really feeling what people were telling me this car is like in the comment section. It actually feels pretty good, I gotta say, which I'm pleasantly surprised about. Normally electric cars pretty much suck in GTA Online, but this thing actually feels pretty damn good. I gotta say, I'm actually kind of enjoying driving it. If it had an engine, I'd like it a lot more, but still the electric and the peace and quiet isn't too bad. I think that most people will probably like this car, but I think that a lot of you are probably going to have a pretty hard time justifying the $3.1 million price tag. And I don't blame you. I don't feel like this car is worth the 3.1, especially for, you know, if you consider the Banshee GTS with the HSW is like 3.6, so only another 500k and you get the fastest vehicle in the game with decent handling, good customization, arguably better customization than this vehicle has as well. It makes it kind of hard to justify it, in my opinion, at least. Obviously, feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but I think that most people are probably going to want to avoid purchasing this car, especially if you don't have like all your businesses and stuff set up yet. I don't really think this thing is going to be super worth buying for you if you're in that scenario. So you know, if you got a lot of money and you want an electric supercar that's really expensive and honestly kind of overpriced, then maybe buy it. But I think there's better looking cars you can get, especially for the money as well, and better performing cars, cars that have engine sounds, which is always good. I think it's a cool car. I'm honestly impressed with it. I really am honestly impressed with it, and I know that it probably doesn't sound like that in this review, but for 3.1, I'm not impressed, you know, but I'm impressed with the car itself. The car itself is good. It would just be, you know, way better if you bought it at a 40% discount. And if that's the case, if you're watching this while this car is on sale, like way in the future, for 40% off or even maybe 30% off, I would definitely consider it. For, you know, around the $2 million mark, I would definitely consider this vehicle for sure. And if you can get it for under 2, I think it is very, very worth it. I really am enjoying driving it. I think if you set it up the exact same way that I've set it up, it's actually a pretty solid car. But until then, I would say you can probably pretty safely and pretty happily avoid purchasing this thing. I don't think it's going to be worth it, especially for the money. So there you go. That is my take. And that's going to do it for the Overflod Suzume customization and review in GTA Online. Let me know what you guys thought of my customization and the vehicle in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, of course, and consider subscribing if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.